Can you make a fish save or a corn save? Also, happy Halloween.
I do have a question. What is your favorite gun?
Who's inspired you to make all of the robots save and others?
When are you able to make a series, do you think?
Do you notice when you spawn a melon, melon gets spawned? That's because you spawned it.
You can make a robot pumpkin and a robot pack-in Melon playground and put the mod in the workshop. I talk Spanish, no English. Edit. The cost of the mod will be 50 or 30 for the pumpkin robot, 80 or 60 for the robot pack. Edit 2. Remember, not be the living pumpkin, the robot pumpkin. The head is a Halloween pumpkin.
How do you make every single one of your saves free? Can you make more pumpkin saves?
What is your favorite color? What is your favorite food? Do you want to be friends?
When did you start YouTube?
Will you try making some robots that can get hurt?
If you can add any fruit, what will it be?
How old are you? Can you make MPG movies with your mods, please?
Who's your favorite Melon playground channel?
Every time I spawn the Mafia pack, the livings just die for some reason. How can you fix this problem? Here's a robot idea. A pumpkin robot, like a carved pumpkin.
Is there any lore to the things you build? And how do you make parts so small? I can't for some reason.
If you could make one unreleased update, release right now, what would it be? And congrats on 500 subs.
Can you release the walking duck in the workshop?
Could you try making a robot pack in the future that can be bought in the workshop?
Are we gonna get a tutorial for layered clothing soon?
How do you parent blocks and weapons together and hold the weapon with the blocks?
Where do you get ideas of your robots?
Question for you. Who's your favorite character in Melon Playground?
When did you start playing MPG?
When did you start making Melon Playground builds? And how did you become so good at building in Melon Playground? Random question, but me as a retired MPG builder, I always lost motivation and quit making super projects. For example, I never made anything to the workshop except for a wooden robot called Cyclone. I got inspired by you. And I made other tons of Titan builds, and a Mega Titan build before, only one. But back to the point. Whenever I made super builds, I always lost motivation to build it or to continue. My main question is, do you ever want to stop making a super build? For example, your newest robot based on Combustor. And if you ever did want to stop building a project, how do you bounce back and get a motivation rush?